Top 5 mythical creatures that might have actually existed. Kraken. The Kraken is a mythical mighty creature that is said to reside deep beneath the sea and pulls ships into its depths with powerful tentacles. Tales of the mighty Kraken can be seen in European literature, where is it usually described as a gigantic creature that resembles a floating island. For millennia, sailors have been describing strange creatures that may or may not resemble the Kraken. Most of these creatures that were described have proved to be wildly inaccurate but not entirely false. The Kraken can supposedly reach lengths of nearly 33 feet and can weigh almost 1,500 pounds. They are said to have strong tentacles that are filled with little suction cups like an octopus or squid. However, they also feature massive hooked claws that give them a grabbing advantage over any other alleged creature of its kind. These animals have reportedly been known for nearly 1,000 years, but their earliest description was given in 1925. The first live specimen was said to have been captured quite recently, in 2007. The tales of the mighty tentacles on the Kraken likely gave birth to this myth as they have washed ashore throughout history. Dire wolves. Dire wolves have been famously seen in Dungeons & Dragons and the popular series Game of Thrones. Here they have been depicted as these gigantic wolves that can easily take down a large man. Dire wolves have also been described as hard to train and extremely vicious, but the myth of these animals is far from what the reality depicts. Dire wolves actually existed but went extinct almost 9,500 years ago, when the last ice age came to an end. They weren't the gigantic monsters that today's many shows tell us, but they were relatively huge animals. Most studied specimens have shown that the dire wolves are approximately the same size as today's modern grey wolves. Dire wolves were also extremely capable predators and had the strongest bite force of all the Canis species. This made it possible to prey on camels, bison, mastodon, and even humans during the Ice Age. The tales of their ferocity have easily given birth to the mythological abilities that they have today, even though they are long gone. Unicorns. Unicorns are easily the most popular mythological creatures that could have ever existed. They have been described as white horses with horns that stick out of their foreheads. Unicorns have usually been associated with magic. The popular myth of the unicorn has greatly evolved over time from various descriptions of real animals. The most plausible source in European history has also stemmed from the description of the rhinoceros by Pliny the Elder. In the 1st century CE, he wrote that this creature had the feet of an elephant, the tail of a boar, and the head of a stag. He even stated that it had a single black horn that projected right from the middle of its forehead. As time eventually passed, the description morphed into infamous tales of the unicorn. Another source in Europe further pushed the belief into this majestic creature. Norse Vikings would be seen transporting narwhal tusks to Europe and selling them as unicorn horns. As people had never seen a narwhal or a unicorn, people continued trading these unicorn horns for several centuries. Griffins. The griffin is an extremely magnificent mythological creature with the tail, body, and hind legs of a lion, while it has the forelegs, head and wings of an eagle. Griffins have usually been depicted as honorable guardians of very important treasures and artifacts. As the myth continued to develop throughout the medieval period, it gradually evolved into a Christian symbol of divine strength. This was then used as a guardian of the divine. Symbols of these magnificent creatures can also be found throughout North Africa, Asia, and Europe. The earliest examples have been found in the Egyptian city of Hierakonpolis, which dates back to 3300 as well as 3100 BCE. Like many of the mythological creatures in existence, the griffin might have also been a product of dinosaur fossil finds. Scythian nomads of Central Asia might have discovered the Protoceratops fossils, which may have given them the impression of a rather ancient flying animal. However, Protoceratops weren't even avian dinosaurs. Still, if those unfamiliar with dinosaurs discovered these bones several thousands of years ago, it would certainly make sense for the myth of the griffin to follow. Dragons. Dragons have been one of the most prevalent creatures all over mythology. They have been depicted in multiple ways throughout Europe, Asia, and Africa, and some of the earliest examples have also included Apep from ancient Egyptian mythology and the dragon from Beowulf. Every depiction has always stated a dragon being a large serpentine creature with just 2 wings and 4 legs. And in all cases, the dragons can fly, and some even breathe fire. However, there hasn't been a scholarly consensus with regard to how cultures from across the world came up with these dragons. There have been multiple theories that suggest ancient people discovered dinosaur fossils which were said to be an inspiration for these enormous creatures. But, it didn't exactly have to be dinosaur fossils that provided all of the inspiration for these mythical creatures. Several bones of misunderstood animals that went extinct at the time could have easily led to very similar conclusions. Contemporary animals like iguanas, Komodo dragons, alligators and other large reptiles could have also served as a source of dragon inspiration.